Your energy is the most valuable thing you have. More valuable than money, more valuable than time. Because energy is what fuels your actions, your mindset, your growth. But here's the problem. Most people are draining it on things that don't matter, things that bring no return, things that keep them stuck, exhausted, and empty. And then they wonder why they feel so lost. Because if you keep wasting your energy in the wrong places, you'll never have enough left for the things that actually matter. The people who win in life, they don't have more hours in the day than you do. They don't have some secret shortcut. What they have is control over their energy. They know where to invest it and where to cut it off. And if you want to change your life, you need to do the same. From this moment forward, you have to start protecting your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. You have to stop giving it away so easily. You have to start recognizing where it's being wasted and where it should be redirected. Because the second you stop pouring energy into the wrong places, everything starts to shift. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence grows. Your life takes a new direction. And that's when real change happens. So let's talk about the 5 places you should never waste your energy. Because once you stop, you'll see just how powerful you can become. You could give them your time. You could give them your effort. You could give them all the love, support, and loyalty in the world. And still, it wouldn't be enough for the wrong people. Because the truth is, when someone doesn't value you, it doesn't matter how much you give. They will take and take until you have nothing left. And when you finally reach that point, when you're exhausted, drained, and wondering why they never appreciated you, they'll just move on like none of it ever mattered. That's why you have to stop pouring your energy into people who don't see your worth. You are not here to convince anyone to appreciate you. You are not here to beg for respect. You are not here to prove your value to someone who refuses to acknowledge it. If someone truly values you, you won't have to chase them. If someone truly cares, you won't have to remind them to show up. If someone truly sees your worth, you won't have to fight for a place in their life. The moment you stop chasing people is the moment you start attracting the right ones. Because chasing is desperate energy. It tells people they can take you for granted, that you'll always be there no matter how they treat you. And the sad reality is most people will take advantage of that. But the second you walk away, the second you stop giving unlimited access to your energy, everything changes. Some people will finally realize what they lost. Some people will regret how they treated you, and some won't care at all. And that's your sign that you made the right choice. Because the people who belong in your life will never make you feel like you have to beg for a spot in theirs. So stop wasting your energy on people who don't value you. Let them go. Let them miss you. Let them realize you were never the one who needed them. They were the ones who needed you. You can't move forward if you're still carrying the weight of yesterday. Yet so many people waste their energy replaying the past, reliving mistakes, obsessing over what they should have done, drowning in regret over things they can't change. But let me ask you this. How is that helping you? Does thinking about what went wrong undo it? Does beating yourself up for past choices make today any better? Does regret fuel your future, or does it drain it? See, the past is already written. No amount of guilt, no amount of wishing, no amount of overthinking can erase what has already happened. But what you can do, you can learn, you can grow, you can move forward with more wisdom, more strength, and more purpose than ever before. Because regret is wasted energy. It doesn't push you towards success, it holds you back. It chains you to moments that no longer exist. And the longer you stay stuck there, the more you rob yourself of the life you could be building. It's time to shift your focus. And instead of saying, I should have done this, start saying, next time I will do better. Instead of thinking, I wish I never made that mistake, tell yourself, that mistake made me wiser and I won't repeat it. The past was your lesson, not your prison. And if you truly want to move forward, if you truly want to change your life, you have to stop giving your energy to things you cannot change. Because the longer you stare at a closed door, the more opportunities you'll miss right in front of you. So let go, accept what's done, take the lessons, take the wisdom, and take your energy back. Because your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever. How much energy have you wasted trying to change things that were never in your hands? How many nights have you spent overthinking what someone else said, what someone else did, wishing they would act differently, hoping they would see things your way? But here's the truth. You cannot control people. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control how life unfolds. No matter how much you try, no matter how much effort you put in, some things are simply not yours to fix. You can't make someone love you. You can't force someone to respect you. You can't control how people think, what they do, or how they feel about you. And the more you fight against this reality, the more exhausted you become. Because when you try to control things beyond your power, you give away your energy. You drain yourself emotionally, mentally, and even physically, chasing something that was never yours to hold. So let it go. Focus on what you can control. You can't control how someone treats you, but you can control whether or not you tolerate it. You can't control what obstacles come your way, but you can control how you respond to them. You can't control the past, but you can control the choices you make today. This is where your power lies. The moment you stop wasting energy on what's out of your hands, you free yourself. You regain your focus. You move smarter, stronger, and more in control of the one thing that truly matters you. And when you master that, nothing can stop you. How much of your life have you spent waiting for permission to be yourself? How many times have you held back on a decision, doubted your abilities, or changed your path just because you were afraid of what others might think? This is one of the biggest energy traps you will ever fall into, seeking validation from others. And the worst part, it's a game you can never win. Because no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, there will always be someone who doesn't approve. There will always be someone who questions your choices. There will always be someone who thinks you should be doing something different. And if you keep chasing their approval, you will never be free. You will keep shrinking yourself to fit into their expectations. You will keep hesitating, overthinking, and doubting every move you make. You will waste years trying to prove yourself to people who don't even matter. And for what? Most people are too busy dealing with their own insecurities to care about what you're doing. Most opinions are just projections, people telling you what they are too afraid to do. And most of the validation you're chasing, it wouldn't even change anything if you got it. So stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for applause before you take action. Stop letting the fear of judgment keep you from living the life you deserve. The only approval you truly need is your own. The people who believe in you won't need convincing. The people who support you will celebrate your success, not question your journey. So focus on building yourself up instead of waiting for someone else to do it. Because the moment you stop chasing validation, the moment you trust yourself enough to move in silence, that's when you become unstoppable. How many dreams have you buried because you were afraid of failing? How many times have you hesitated, held back, or convinced yourself you weren't ready just because the thought of failing scared you? Fear of failure is one of the biggest energy killers in life. It doesn't just hold you back, it drains you. It makes you overthink every move, second guess every decision, and worst of all, it stops you before you even start. But let me ask you something. What exactly are you afraid of? Failing, looking stupid, being judged, starting over? Think about this. Every successful person you admire, every great mind that changed the world, every champion, leader, and innovator, they all failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. The difference? They didn't let failure stop them, because here's the truth. Failure is not the end. It's part of the process. Failure teaches you. Failure strengthens you. Failure sharpens your skills, your mindset, and your resilience. The only real failure, never trying at all. If you never take the risk, you'll stay exactly where you are. If you never step outside your comfort zone, you'll never grow. If you never take action, you'll never know what could have been. So stop wasting your energy fearing failure, because every moment you spend worrying about what could go wrong is a moment you could have spent making something happen. And guess what? Even if you fail, you're still further ahead than the person who never tried. So go after what you want. Take the risk. Make mistakes. Learn. Adapt. Grow. Because once you stop fearing failure, once you embrace the process and keep moving forward, that's when you become unstoppable. Your energy is your power. And for too long, you've been giving it away to things that drain you, weaken you, and hold you back. But imagine if you redirected that energy. Imagine if instead of chasing people who don't value you, you invested in yourself, your growth, your goals, your future. Imagine if instead of living in regret, you used every lesson from your past to build something better. Imagine if instead of trying to control the uncontrollable, you focused on mastering the one thing you can control, you. Because when you stop wasting your energy on things that don't serve you, you unlock something powerful. Clarity, purpose, strength. You become focused, unshakable, determined. You start building instead of complaining. You start growing instead of dwelling. You start creating the life you deserve instead of waiting for it to come to you. So from this moment forward, guard your energy. Protect it. Use it wisely. Because once you start putting it into things that truly matter, everything in your life will begin to change.